Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin raised concerns about what he calls a possible expansion plan in Asia. He also claimed that the U.S. is seeking to reformat interstate relations within the Asia-Pacific. Jayne Codnita reports.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has expressed concerns over NATO's potential expansion plans in the Asia-Pacific region, suggesting that the military alliance could integrate with AUKUS. But what exactly is AUKUS? It is the acronym for the Trilateral Security Pact between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. And this pact was signed in late 2021. But its main objective of supplying Australia with nuclear-powered submarines has evolved to address the growing influence of China in the Asia-Pacific region. In fact, last week, a top Pentagon official said that Australia's vast territory makes it an excellent choice as a future testing ground for advanced hypersonic and long-range precision weapons under the AUKUS Pact. Meanwhile, during the 21st International Security Conference in Moscow held earlier this week, Putin criticized what he perceived as the United States' efforts to reshape interstate relations in the Asia-Pacific to serve its own interests. According to Putin, the United States is seeking to reformat the system of interstate interaction that has developed in the Asia-Pacific region. He further emphasized that calls to develop Indo-Pacific strategies are aimed at creating military-political associations controlled by Washington, saying that Moscow is not ruling out the things that are leading to the full integration of NATO forces with structures being created within AUKUS. Putin's remarks were part of a broader critique of what he calls a neo-colonial West, led by the United States. The president believes the U.S. is attempting to delay the emergence of a multipolar world by sowing stabilization and tensions across various regions. He highlighted that many countries are ready to defend their sovereignty, national interests, culture, and way of life, while new economic and political centers are gaining strength, and argued that these trends could form the foundation for stable and progressive global development. Russia, according to Putin, remains committed to reducing global and regional confrontations and advocates for a multipolar world order based on international law. He also urged for a move away from geopolitical adventurism, calling the move a selfish, neo-colonial action of the West. However, Putin noted that amid this global shift, conflicts are being exacerbated in various regions. He accused NATO member countries of enhancing their offensive capabilities and expanding into domains such as outer space and information warfare, using both military and non-military means. Reporting, this has been Jayne Codnita, News.
In another surprising move, Russia has released more evidence about the supposed biomilitary activities carried out by the United States, not only in Ukraine but also in other countries. Carla de la Peña tells us more.
The Defense Ministry of Russia has previously released evidence about an alleged U.S.-financed military biological program being developed in Ukraine. And now the ministry released more evidence showing biomilitary activities carried out by the U.S. not only in Ukraine but also in other countries. Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov, chief of the Nuclear, Biological, and Chemical Protection Troops of the Russian Armed Forces, said that the U.S. military activities pose security threats to many countries, and that these new documents obtained by Russia shows that the U.S. military has been advancing projects which mainly involved research on viruses and bacteria with potential of being used in biological weapons. Kirillov said the documents showed that the U.S. Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases located in Fort Detrick was directly involved in activities such as collecting dangerous pathogens from various parts of the world and testing unregistered drugs, including biological programs in Ukraine. And that proved that the U.S. military is interested in pathogenic bacteria and viruses that are able to cause deadly diseases and pandemic, which can benefit biomedical companies in the United States. Reporting, this has been Carlo de la Peña, SMNI News.